Yo, what is up guys? Boris here coming to you guys with another Digimon Linkz video. I didn't say Duel Links this time, but I'm coming to you guys with another Digimon Linkz video, how to make the best team composition in Digimon Linkz. I'm going to be going over everything you need to know on how you can make the best team possible, because Advent Raids are right around the corner. They should be coming out I think tomorrow night, and then Coliseum, who knows when that's going to be opened up. So definitely want to let you guys know how to start preparing and how to build the best team possible, because again, like I said in my previous videos, this is a breeding game, so that means that you really have to take a lot of things into account if you want to make the perfect Digimon and the perfect Digimon team. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the most important thing that you're gonna need for any team, and that is a good leader skill. Leader skills are probably the most underrated thing at the moment right now, for the main reason that they're really rare, to be honest. A good leader skill is really rare, and most people right now are just trying to get their first megas. But after you play for a little while, you realize that leader skills are the number one thing that you should focus on. The number one, I guess not the thing you should focus on, but the number one most important thing when building a team composition. So I'm going to give you an example. I showed this off in my previous video, but I have an Omnimon right here. Now this is the only Digimon so far in the game that I've gotten with a major boost captain effect. His leader skill is a major boost to speed. These are pretty rare. I think I've done about 3 multi-summons already, and I've done a good amount of in-training babies, whatever they're called, point summons, and only one of those Digimon has had a good leader skill. Now there's various levels, of course. There's low, medium, major, and I believe there's one above major where it gives an extra boost, but you have to have all of a certain type of a Digimon on your team, so it is more restrictive, but it does give a higher boost. I don't know if those are in the global version of the game just yet, but the reason, guys, that leader skills are the number one thing you need to really pay attention to is because they do not transfer. It's the only ability in the game that doesn't transfer. When I say transfer, it does transfer when you breed, but it doesn't transfer to another Digimon. Essentially, that leader skill that you get to a Digimon is stuck to that Digimon. So this Imp-Mon, no matter how many times I breed it, no matter if it's plus, it goes to +1 to +2 +3 +4, it's always going to keep that major boost to speed, but I cannot give that leader skill to a different Digimon. It just stuck to him. So that's why leader skills are the most important things, because they unfortunately do not transfer to other Digimon. They are specifically stuck to whatever Digimon they are stuck to. And so that means that this Imp-Mon is the one I want to focus on 100%. This Imp-Mon is going to be a Digimon that I'm going to start focusing on. And when Advent Raids come out, and it's going to be a lot easier to get Mega Digimon, then at that point you can start breeding more and more, getting those +1s, +2s, +3s, and +4s. So what does this mean? Well, because these leader skills are very rare, you want to build a team composition around certain leader skills. So in this case, like I said, I have a major boost to speed. That means that I want to take that into account when building my team. Obviously, that's not a major boost to attack or defense or whatever, it is speed. So if I can make a build where I'm outspeeding my opponents and that's allowing me to win, that's what I want to focus on. So that's really the first step in creating a good Digimon team, is picking a leader and getting him with a good leader skill. Now maybe right now you don't have any good leader skills, it's fine. There's still plenty of time in the game, guys. Like I said, these are primarily you get through them by summoning. So just keep summoning. As you summon some more, you'll get some more leader skills. And in my opinion, they're all pretty good. Even if you don't get a major boost to attack, you can still you're getting defense. You can make tanky teams. You can go with a tank build. You can go with, like I said, a speed build, or you can go with a pure offense build. It really depends. And so you want to pick the correct Digimon that suit that play style. So once you pick the leader, then the next thing you want to do for the perfect Digimon is you want to get an inheritance skill. So inheritance or legacy skill, these do transfer. So that's the difference between a leader skill and a legacy skill. Leader skills don't transfer to other Digimon, legacy skills do. So for instance, right now he just has Nano Machine Break 1. It's a pretty crappy skill. So because he's a Digimon that I want to work on, eventually I want to put a good legacy skill on him. But to decide what legacy skill you want, it really depends on your signature skill. Now the signature skill, each Digimon has one of 2 signature skills at the Mega form. So depending on what Mega I want to put Impmon to eventually, because remember, he's going to go to Mega, then I have to breed it, it goes back to baby form, but it becomes a +1. Make sure to max the friendship before you do that. And then I want to breed it again. So by the 4th time I breed it, I can pretty much take it from a baby Digimon to a Mega Digimon. And again, I'll decide that when we get there. But I do need to keep in mind my signature skill, because each Digimon can have one of 2 signature skills. As you can see, for instance, to give you an example, my Omnimon, which a lot of people have managed to get. If I can show you my... Oh, I think I have to go back here. I'm going to show you guys my Omnimon real quick. Here we go. So my Omnimon has the Supreme Cannon skill. But maybe you've seen some of your friends, or maybe you've pulled an Omnimon with Transcendent Sword. So they either get the first skill or the second skill. That slot will remain the same, so make sure to keep that in mind. So if I get an Omnimon with Supreme Cannon, if I breed him and I level him up to Omnimon again, he's gonna stay with Supreme Cannon. So you want to keep in mind which one you're gonna have. And because he had Supreme Cannon, right, as his signature skill, I decided to pull Meteor Fall 4 as his legacy skill. So this is one I pulled from one of the other Digimon. I did it through, I believe, I forget what it's called, training or research. One of those. They're all different ways to transfer stuff. But legacy skill right here, I went ahead and transferred Meteor Fall 4. The main reason, guys, is because it's a major physical AoE damage. My Supreme Cannon only hits one enemy, but Meteor Fall 4 hits all my enemies. So you want to try to have one AoE skill and one strong single target skill. But you can go a different way. You can have 2 single target skills that cover different element weaknesses, because something else you have to keep in mind when building the correct Digimon is, if I go back, sorry, if I go back here, I gotta hit the switch button. As you can see, certain Digimon are weak to certain things and they're strong against certain things. So if I go, for example, let's go here, War Greymon, right? He resists fire, so that's really good. But he's weak to water, he's weak to electric, and he's also susceptible to certain types of status effects. So it's really important. There's a lot to keep in mind, guys. Also remember that if you have 2 of the same Digimon, so when you let's say I breed this War Greymon, right? I get him to +1, and I want to get him back to War Greymon eventually. Well, I can actually add to him a resistance. So if I have 2 Agumons, let's say, then you can actually, which you've probably already done this if you play the game, it's one of the missions, one of the early missions. You can actually, I'm not sure which one it is. Let me see. I think it's resist upgrade. So you go to resist upgrade. If you feed 2 of the same Digimon, for instance, let's say I have this Gomamon, right? And I have this other Gomamon. All of a sudden, I can give him an attribute resistance. So maybe if he's weak to fire or something, or then all of a sudden he won't be weak to fire, or maybe it'll resist him to electric. You know, different things like that are available. So remember, you have to keep in mind weakness and resistance as well. So that's another thing you want to keep in mind. So make sure to have, right now, the main thing is a good captain skill. That's going to be your main Digimon you want to focus on, because that'll be the leader of your team. You can still have +4s without leader skill on your team, but your leader skill is really important. Make sure to get max friendship and start breeding him to +1, +2, +3, +4. Keep in mind his signature skill, so you have a matching legacy skill that sort of covers weaknesses that he might have. Make sure to do an attribute resist. I'm not sure up to how many times you can do this. You might only be able to do it once, but I really don't know. But definitely try to get as many resistances as you can on him. Once you do that, there's also something else that you can do. And I don't know if I've pulled any medals so far, but there are certain Digimon that you can pull with medals, ability medals. And so you can actually, those will give certain stat boosts depending on which stat the medal is on. You go silver and gold. I know I have pulled a few, but I just don't know which Digimon have them. I completely forgot. But that's where you can go to, let me see, where can you go to give them ability seeding? Right here? Yeah, ability seeding. So you can actually transfer over certain Digimon with ability. I don't know if they'll give me the option. Yeah, so for instance, my Terriermon, my Gekomon, and my Agumon all have a level 1 silver skill. They give a bit of a boost. Keep in mind that gold medals and silver medals, when you transfer them over to a different Digimon, they will degrade potentially. And I think the chance of them transferring is not 100% in some cases. So that's another thing. You want to have as many medals stacked up on that Digimon as possible, just to make it as powerful. So pretty much at the end of the day, you want to have a team of 3 +4s, 1 with a good leader skill. Make sure you have resistance on all of them. Make sure they have as many medals as possible. Make sure they have the correct types of legacy skills that will match whatever team comp you're doing. And I mean that in of itself is a pretty lengthy process. When you're breeding Digimon, when I say breeding, I of course mean I think it's called training, research. It's research. My guard is full at the moment. Okay. Well, I can't do it right now, but when I want to research, you take the base Digimon. So you take your +1, your +2, +3, make them the base, and then you can feed any other Digimon. It doesn't have to be plus, it could be a +0. But make sure you have max friendship. You research them, they become a baby Digimon, but it goes up 1+, and it goes up to +4, which is the max level cap. And at that point, you will have yourself a really good Digimon. You make sure to tap on your Digimon on the field to give them friendship. If you want other ways to level up friendship, guys, just do battles. Every time you do one mission with your Digimon, they will gain 1 friendship. So you can do a base level, you know, until you max them pretty easily, the first level of the game. And yeah, that's about it for the basics of how to make the best team possible. Again, guys, don't worry about it too much. Like I said, right now it is kind of difficult. Advent raids are just coming up. I would focus more right now on just getting 3 Mega Digimon so you can take on the Advent raids, and then later on, once you're comfortable doing those and you're able to farm the medals for a Mega Digivolution, then at that point you want to start worrying about breeding the ultimate team. But keep it in mind. So overall, just make sure to save those Digimon with the good leader skills. You want to focus on those eventually. Make sure to favorite them. As you can see, I've already logged my Impmon. If you go back here, I've logged my Impmon, which lets me know that he has a good leader skill. Where is he? Right there. So you can see he's locked. This guy's locked too. Let me see why he's locked. If I can. Does he have something? Oh, he has Nightmare 3. No, I don't know why I locked him. He must have been one of my first pulls or something. But yeah. But that's it, guys. So overall, that's it. That goes over the basics. I will, you know, obviously make more videos as more detailed on each of the components of that process. But overall, that's the process you want to look for. And yeah, that's about it for this video, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them down below. And until next time, peace.